Good morning, my name is Scott Fitzgerald. Today we will be analyzing my book The Great Gatsby. Its theme is, the American dream does not align with the ideal of happiness. For the purpose of demonstrating this we will look at setting, tone, symbolism, and characterization. My novel is narrated by Nick Carraway. He tells the story of J. Gatsby, a man who orders his life around Daisy Buchanan. Gatsby's quest leads him to wealth, into her arms and death.
Hello. My name is J. Gatsby. I will be analyzing setting. The story takes place in New York City, in East and West Egg, called in real life, Great Neck and Port Wash Peninsulas. Actually, the writer lived there. Fitzgerald had a little house in West Egg. My friend Nick, the narrator, and I, we both live in West Egg. His house is the small one right next to mine. There are two key contrasts regarding the East and West Egg scenarios. In West Egg wealthy people live, like Nick and I. But in East Egg there are wealthier people, Daisy and Tom. I live in West Egg because I couldn't fulfill my transformation into a member of elite society. This is what separates me from Daisy. By this I don't mean distance, but class. There was a clear contrast between urban and suburban scenarios. Plus, gender distinction. Men leave suburban scenarios to work in urban scenarios, while women stay at home. Did I mention that we are in the roaring 20s? I host big, crazy parties every day where alcohol is served, even if it is illegal. That is how I got my money, selling alcohol. That is how Scott chose to portray the American dream. Showing that I had accomplished it, I had money, fame and power. Just like everyone in East and West Egg. Nevertheless, this did not mean I was happy. I am in love. I love Daisy, even if she has a cheating husband. I want her. There is no point in living without her.
Okay Gatsby. We will leave it there. Hi. My name is Nick Carraway, the narrator, and Gatsby's neighbor. I will be walking you through the analysis of characterization. Scotty uses three main tools in order to construct his characters. Tools are social status, location, occupation, and speech and dialogue. Social status is key to define a character. We can see how there are characters chasing class like Gatsby, and others like Tom who abuses of his power and his position in society. Setting is also important in each character. We can say that any character from the East Egg is richer than anyone at the West Egg. It gives them class. Another defining trait is occupation. As Gatsby's work is obscure, he is constantly remained that he does not belong to society. While there are characters who don't work at all. Finally, there is speech and dialogue. Most characters are well educated, reflecting wealth and social status. Gatsby is not. He has practiced his manners, but it's not natural. Let's look at Gatsby, rich, but not accepted in upper class. He's not getting Daisy. Lives in West Egg, the less rich part of the city. He sells illegal alcohol, plus he acts rich. Now there is Daisy. She lives in East Egg, making her richer. Her voice is full of money. She is a well-educated young woman. She stays at home while her cheating husband works. But are any of these characters happy? Not really. Even the ones from the East Egg, they all have problems living their perfect life. The American dream is not working for them.
Hi. My name is Daisy. I will tell you about the different symbols that there are in the book. First, green light at the end of my dock, facing Gatsby's house. It represents his hopes for the future. Gatsby tries to reach this light, trying to follow the path to his main goal. Secondly, the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eichelberg, a pair of fading eyes painted on the old billboard over the Valley of Ashes. It may have two meanings. The first meaning, they may represent God's eyes judging the squandering of American society. However, considering the novel's theme, it is more aligned with the second meaning. It may portray the meaningless nature of life and of the world we live in, but also the process that people go through when trying to give meaning to something. An example, in Chapter 8, Nick imagines Gatsby's final thoughts as a way of inferring non-transcendental importance of dreams and symbols. The Valley of Ashes, a space of desolated land in between West Egg and NYC, set by the dumping of industrial ashes. It symbolizes the situation in which the poor live. It represents moral and social decay from the pursuit of wealth, as the rich care only for their own pleasure. The Valley of Ashes is the consequence of the American dream. All symbols are related to the American dream. The lyre represent why Gatsby does not reach happiness, why he has failed pursuing the American dream, while the valley represent the consequences of the pursuit of this ideal.
The tone throughout the novel is cynical, reflecting the volatility of relationship, highlighting the desperation regarding money, proving that the American dream is not happiness. Tone is reflected mainly in Nick Carraway. When describing society, he constantly uses this cynical tone. Nick cannot believe everything that is going on, nor how people act. This links to the American dream, as people from upper class tend to talk down to others. When this happens, Nick immediately uses this tone, as in the following scene.
This was untrue. I am not even faintly like a rose. She was only extemporizing, but a stirring warmth flowed from her, as if her heart was trying to come out to you.
In conclusion, tone, characterization, setting, and symbolism help me to portray a broken ideal, the American dream. It does not align with happiness, as money can't buy it.